don't understand price action are essentially gambling with their finances. Here's how I know. Hello fellow traders, I'm Trader Tom with over a decade and a half of experience, as well as the founder of Simply Forex Trading Academy. I'm opening the doors to just 20 ambitious traders for my elite weekly masterclasses, where you get the chance to join an inner circle where ordinary traders turn into market experts. Dive deep into the art of price action trading across 4 intensive sessions. You'll emerge with ability to spot high probability trades, execute with confidence, and achieve consistent gains. Secure your spot immediately. Don't miss this exclusive opportunity to kickstart your journey. Can't wait to see you in class.
Good afternoon, guys, or good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream. And I would also like to say, I think I am free of sickness. Yeah, touch wood. Yeah, it's the first day, guys. I went down the gym today. I'm no longer sick. I feel good. So yeah, I'm back to attack, and you don't want that. Guys, yeah, like I say, welcome to the live stream. Hope you had a nice weekend. What did you get up to? What did I do? I had a couple of drinks yesterday with one of our subscribers, funnily enough. One of our VIP crew. Shout out to Scouts. Yeah, what did you get up to, guys? Are you in any trades? Do you need help with any of your trades? Guys, like I say, this is your 40 minutes, 45 minutes to ask me as many questions as you like about trading. I'm also going to show you the trades that I'm in. I'm in a trade here that's, you know, teetering is the right word. Teetering on the edge of being stopped out, but I'm not quite yet. So we'll look at this New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. I'm also in a euro US dollar sell trade as well, guys. So we'll take a look at those. And yeah, we'll take as many as questions from you guys as well. Let's also take a quick look at the news. There is no news during the live stream, guys. We've still got some US dollar data later on, which could be important. I'm actually in a euro US dollar trade. So yeah, but nothing during the live stream. And can I just say one more time how bloody nice it is not to be sick. My God, the last 2 weeks, I've just, yeah. Anyway, it's gone. We're finished with that now. Right, let's see who's in the house. Poo Poppy, how dare you be 1 minute late? I know, Poo Poppy. I am a very punctual person. I think it's a very English UK trait to be punctual, but blame the editor. Hamed, how are you, Hamed? Father Sunglasses, how are you, mate? Rich Paul, what's up? Syed, how are you? Father Sunglasses got a question here about time management. Okay, we can take a look at that. Investing with Ian. Hi Tom, regarding Friday's video, do you share the alerts in the VIP room? Yes, I do. So Investing with Ian is asking, do you share the alerts in the VIP room? So yes, guys, as part of the VIP Trading Academy, you get all of my trade signals. Like every single trade I take, I will put in there. Okay. Yeah, but you also get access to my tutorials, which there are many. And what else do you get? Yeah, you also get direct access to me, guys. You can ask me questions throughout the trading day if you're stuck with anything. So yeah, check it out. It's also free right now, the VIP Trading Academy. Heath, afternoon, Tom. Hope you're better. Sorry I haven't attended. I've been at work, awkward times. Work gets in the way, guys, doesn't it? I was going to say, just leave your job. That's terrible advice. I'm only joking. Colin, how are you, mate? Good to be here. Hi, everyone. Yeah, all right, guys. So, yeah, how is everyone? Let me start by looking at a couple of trades that I'm in. So, I'm in New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc sells. Okay. Why am I in sells? Well, yeah, this is in a downtrend, right? Lower lows. Okay, got very bearish candles. Even this top wick is bearish, right? The idea was to come down to the next piece of support. If you watch my analysis vid every morning, you will know why I'm looking at this. If we look at the H4, for me, this was also in a H4 downtrend. Okay, we come here And we've got to this point where just sideways action. All right. And it'll be interesting to see how this H4 candle finishes. Okay. So we were still, I mean, the last H4 high is up here, really. Yeah, up here. So we've got lower highs, lower lows, right? And then if we drop down to the H1, you can see that we got a couple of candles, right? We got this candle, yeah, because on the H1 we have broken structure, right? We were here, yeah. As soon as we got lower lows here, we were breaking. This is that overnight action we were talking about, just non-existent. And then we've got this very bearish candle below the moving average 20, right? And not only that, if we didn't enter on this candle, I also consider that a very nice entry candle to sell on. Okay, so we've had a couple of opportunities to get in on this trade. Now, obviously, right, I'm in this trade for sells, and I don't want to see this level broken, which it has, right? This H1 candle has broken that level, right? However, yeah, my stop's here. There's no point me getting out of this trade, right? It's at a point where it wouldn't make sense to do it. There's no advantage in getting out. It's literally at my stop loss. So I'm going to see how this plays out, right? Like I said, if we go back to the H4, if this closes back below this level and we get a H4 candle that looks something like this, bit of a doji, then the trade is still looking good. Okay, but if you look at the H1, then obviously, not looking good right now. And, and to be quite open with you guys, the last couple of weeks, it's been hard to find successful trades, and we've had a few unsuccessful trades. But, what I'm doing is trading as per my strategy, right? So I haven't done anything different. 1 month you will trade your strategy, yeah, like March, for example, and we had a plus 13% month, right? And then May, which has just finished, for example, I'm trading pretty much the same strategy, right? Well, exactly the same strategy. And we had a minus 2% month, all right? But nothing's changed, right? It's just sometimes trades will work out and sometimes they won't. But over the long term, I know that my edge will play out, right? So you can have a great month, bit of a bad month, good month, bad month, good month, good month. I know over the space of a year, my edge will play out and it will be a profitable year. How profitable, how long's a bit of string, but, your edge will play out, guys. So I just wanted to spend a bit of time talking about that. And I'm liking this reaction so far, but this hasn't finished falling. I am also in Euro US dollar, guys. Okay, so as you know, the day chart was telling me to sell. Remember, first and foremost, the day chart is my direction. Okay, and this was telling me to sell. And then I dropped down to the H4 or H1 to look for entries, right? And as you can see, yeah, we had this action here. H1 stopped making higher highs. And then we had a very bearish reaction, right? To the point it's broken these lows and even these lows and dropped below this gray zone, okay? And all I waited for, guys, was a retrace. So it's retraced into here. I entered at 108.42. My stop is above here, and I'm looking to take profit back down here. All right, guys, so this is a trade that I am also in right now as well. And again, like I pointed out to Ian, guys, all of my trade signals I put in the VIP Discord. All right, so if you're interested in that, you can get free access right now to the VIP Trading Academy. So there you go, guys. They're the trades that I am currently in. Let's take a look at a couple of your questions now. So Father Sunglasses here, can you talk about time management? How do you manage your time? What tips do you have on time management? So time management is more about routine for me. Yeah, and my routine means that I do certain things at certain times. Okay, so this routine plays into my time management basically. So every morning I get up, guys, and I do my analysis of 28 currency pairs, couple of commodities, couple of indices, right? And then once I've done that, I then plan my trades, and this is what I give you every morning. Okay, and then all I really do, guys, is set up alarms. Okay, because I don't want to be looking at the screen all day, right? That's not healthy. Yeah, I used to do that, and I used to have big bags and look like like a skeleton, right? But it's just, don't do that. Yeah. Just set up you know which pairs you're going to trade. So I know today I'm looking at New Zealand Swiss franc sells, I'm looking at Euro US dollar sells, and I'm looking at Canadian dollar Japanese yen buys, right? I know that much. And then all I do is set up my alarms on those trades. Okay, and that's it, right? So when my alarm goes off, I get, I sort of come into action and look at the charts and see what's happening. So that routine and setting up alarms helps me have more free time. And the reason for doing trading is exactly that. Yeah, freedom, more free time. Don't have a divvy boss. I am the divvy boss. And I just trade. So time management, I wouldn't say is a big thing for me, right? But sticking to routine, because routine creates consistency. And this is what you want. Yeah, you want this consistency in your trading. So you do anything, guys. You do anything, you create a routine and keep doing the same things. That will create consistency, whether it's going down the gym, whether it's eating habits, whether it's trading, whether it's your job. It just makes sense to keep that rigidness to the day. Yeah, but having said that, in between my alarms going off, I'm free as a bird. I can do some tutorials for the YouTube channel. I can read a book. I can pick my nose, whatever I fancy. So it's less about time management, more about routine. But yeah, good question. What else are we looking at, guys? Godwin, how are you? Poo Poppy, is it maybe a good time to enter New Zealand dollar Swiss franc? Not right now. Okay, so if we go back to my New Zealand Swiss franc trade, we have clearly had a structure break. Like this looked like this was coming down, yeah, which led me to believe I could take this trade and look to sell it, right? But this candle has broken H1 structure. It's broken these highs, right? But again, I will wait for the H4 candle. So what will I do now? This is what I'll do now, right? My stop loss is here and it hasn't quite taken it yet. It's actually a bit higher than that, right? It's up here, okay, at 55. Now, it hasn't taken my hedge or stop loss, whatever you use. Now, a couple of things. If it does take my hedge and comes back up to this level, then I'm going to see what price does at this level, because this is the last H4 high, right? If we get a bearish reaction, perhaps I can get out of this hedge and we carry on with the trade, okay? Alternatively, it does come crashing down. We get a nice big red candle, but really it's not a H1 trade. This will become a H4 trade. So if you look at the H4, right, and we're in a downtrend and we've got to this level, right, and then it pings off, maybe the moving average 20 here and starts coming down, then you potentially have a good H4 trade, right? If we get a nice big wick rejection, maybe a candle that looks like this. To be honest with you, I'd even like to see a bigger top wick, something like this, right? If we get that wick rejection, this could be a nice H4 sell trade. So, Poo Poppy, in answer to your question, I would wait for the H4 candle to form. All right, and see what that does. All right, Poo Poppy on eToro. You can see the most successful traders. Every single top trader had at least 3 bad months in the last year. These guys have 200% profits. Okay, I mean 200% profits is, you know, excellent, right? These are some of the top traders in the world. To give you an idea, my profit last year was around 45% profit. Okay, and if they're getting 200%, but of course, these traders are going to have bad months. Of course, yeah, everyone's going to have a bad month or 2 or 3, right? It's just trading, right? But when your trading is going well and you feel like you can do no wrong, make the most of that. Yeah, don't take time off, for example, right? If you're trading really well and you're having like a plus 10% month, then keep with that momentum, right? Have time off if trades are going against you, right? If you're just not in tune with the market, you're trading your strategy, but it's just not playing out, have some time off. Just have a break from the charts. But when things are, going really well, stick with it. Don't have time off. Don't go to the dentist. Don't do anything. Just, keep focusing on that, really. Syed, how do you manage the trade? Real example, real numbers. So what do you mean hedging, Syed, yeah? So as I explained, right? So there's a few ways to manage trades, right? To be honest with you, Syed, right? There are numerous tutorials on this in my VIP Trading Academy, right? And it's free right now. So this is not me, well, it is me plugging it, but it's also me. I would need hours to explain how to manage trades, how to hedge trades, right? I would need hours to explain that in detail to you, right? But the simple idea of hedging is this, right? New Zealand Swiss franc. I want to sell, right? And hedging and managing a trade are separate things, okay? Now, I want to sell New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, right? Because of structure, bearish candles, there's reasons to do so. Now, will it retrace to here and come back down? All we can do is trade our strategy, right? So let's listen to this then. This is important, guys, right? So New Zealand Swiss franc, okay? I'm looking for sells, right? We're in a downtrend. We've got very bullish candles. We've got a bit of room to move into. Now, will price retrace to here and come back down? Okay. Will price retrace up to this gray zone and come back down? Will price retrace even further and come back down? Right? Now, the truth of that answer is we don't know, but we have a trading system in place which tells us when to enter, right? So we drop down to the H1 now. If I see a structure break on the H1, this is basically hedging in a nutshell, right? We're with H1 structure. I see this candle. Now the daily chart is telling me to sell. My entry is a break of structure. Okay, so my entry is a break of structure, and sorry, not only that, my entry is a break of structure or a bearish candle with trend in this case. And you can see we've got lower lows, lower highs. We were in a downtrend. I get my bearish candle here. Yeah, I get my bearish candle here. I enter. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to retrace further or it's going to come crashing down, right? Nobody knows. But what I can do is trade my strategy. And I know over time that my strategy will play out. Yeah, and I will be profitable over 6 months or a year period. Okay, I know this. Okay, and that takes time to have confidence in your strategy and know that, right? Now, whether it comes down, yeah, and I look like a genius, yeah, and everyone's like, right, brilliant trade, okay, great, that's what I want to happen. If it doesn't, right, and we get something like this that breaks this level, right, then my trade idea is wrong to a point. It's wrong in terms of H1 structure, right? We've had a H1 structure break. If anything, this should be a buy, okay, according to my strategy. But because of the day trend, I want to sell, okay? Now, okay, let's say I am hedged, right? So I was selling here, right? And now I'm in a buy hedge, okay? Now, I still want to sell the market because the day chart is telling me to do so. So all I do is wait for the next opportunity to sell it, right? And that might be here, right? Let's say price comes up to here and we get this big, huge bearish candle. Maybe it eventually coincides with a structure break on the H1, right? Then I can close this buy hedge and carry on with my sell hedge. Again, I'm trading my strategy. There's no guarantees. There's no guarantees that this will come down and hit target, right? But all I can do is keep trading my strategy. And the beauty of hedging, it gives you potentially another opportunity. If this first idea here was wrong, gives you another opportunity to trade it, or even possibly a third opportunity. The market might want to come up to this gray zone, right? Market might want to do this, right? We don't get a bearish reaction here, and it might come up to here before we start seeing structure breaks. But basically, there's no better indication that price could be breaking down in this case than a structure break or building up with a structure break. So I just keep trading the structure breaks. As long as that daily trend carries on in a downtrend, stick with the day trend. Eventually the daily trend will play out. And if on that rare occasion the day trend doesn't play out, you will have a big losing trade. And my puke point with this is -3%. Okay. So if at this point up here, it gets to -3%, or even here, it gets to -3%, I will cut it. All right. So that's basically hedging. Now, managing a trade is very different, right? And there's many ways we can manage a trade. But again, join. It's free right now. Join the VIP Trading Academy. There's tutorials galore on managing trades and hedging. All right, check it out. But I hope that helps. Father Sunglasses, please continue and never stop doing these sessions. I could not imagine trading without you in this community. Thank you very much, Father Sunglasses. Very nice of you to say so. I will pay you later. And guys, yeah, if you enjoy, the ideas that I give you, the strategies, the techniques that I use, then please come join the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel right now. Also, if everyone could please smash the like button. Yeah, it really helps support the vid. Also, while I'm at it, guys, come join our community of traders. Yeah, it's free. So come join the free Discord channel. Right now, we're also giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. So check that out as well. And we also have a beginner masterclass starting on the 24th of June, and we only have 20 seats available. This is also free right now if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. And the idea of the masterclass is to make you understand price action and have the confidence to take a trade. Okay, so yeah, check it all out. It is all in the video description, and I'm sure the editor has, yeah, he's put it all in the live chat. Right, let me have a quick drink, guys. Thirsty work. Can I just say how happy I am that I don't feel sick anymore? I even went to the gym, I done chest and biceps, and I didn't feel weak. This is wonderful. I'm very happy today. Right, what else we got here? Liquid H, how are you? Scouts, how are you, mate? Hope you enjoyed your Aperol Spritz yesterday. Shreyas, hi Tom, I hope you're doing all right. Can you please talk about how important the exponential moving average 20 is for you? Do you still take a trade if the EMA 20 is not following your setup, but everything else is? Okay, so the moving average 20, this is how I use it, right? Let's just pick any, I'm going to pick any random pair, right? Pound Canadian dollar. Now, this is the H1, right? Generally, as a rule, if I'm looking for sells, I want to be below the moving average 20, right? If I'm looking for buys, I want to be above the moving average 20. Okay, so that's the first reason I use it visually. And I actually use simple moving average 20, not the exponential, but very little difference, guys. Yeah, don't sweat it. It's, you know, either's fine. Now, if you just look at this uptrend, right, you know, it's not an exact science, right, but it uses the moving average 20 as support, right? Comes up again, comes back down, hits the moving average 20, comes up again at the moving average 20, comes down at the moving average 20, pops up. Okay, this is not at the moving average 20, but when it breaks again, we're above the moving average 20 and we can look for buys. All right, so I also use it as dynamic support or resistance. Okay. Also, how I use it is, you know, if you see you know, a move like this, right? Now, you could start buying here, right? You could. It's in an uptrend, you know, we've got a bullish reaction. But it makes sense to be closer to the moving average 20, right? We get closer to the moving average 20. This represents value. We get a bullish candle. You can start trading from here instead. And look at how much cheaper you get in. All right, so I use it visually to see price to retrace to it as well. Okay, and you'll see the same on a downtrend, right? Look, I mean, look at that. It, you know, it breaks down, retraces pretty much to the moving average 20, and then shoots back down again. And then when it starts breaking the moving average 20 like this, it becomes less desirable to sell, right? So those are a couple of reasons why I use the moving average 20. Also, guys, you can tell if something. Let's look at a day. Let's look at a yen pair. Right. Let's look at Aussie dollar yen. Now, the moving average 20. Like when we are here, right. This is the day chart. I've gone back in time to look at an extreme example. Now, the moving average 20 is the mean of the market. So it's like the average of the market. And people call it mean reversion. So what does that mean? It means price wants to come back to the mean, right? It wants to come back and look for the moving average 20, right? Now, if you bear that in mind, price wants to get back here. Do you really want to be buying up here? Right? And the answer is no. Because this is so far away from the moving average 20, it also tells you if something is overbought you know, or if it's very far away down here, oversold. So visually, the moving average 20 tells you that as well. It's a really good multi-purpose visual indicator for all of the reasons I explained. Okay, and that's basically how and why I use it. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That is the moving average 20 and why I use it. Right, what other questions have you got? So Kibria, hi Tom, may I ask which broker you are using to perform your trades? I use a local broker, right? So I use a company called Equity, all right? But, you know, there are many, many good brokerages out there. Yeah, and right now we've partnered up with a lot of good brokerages, right? And there's so many promotions going on, so check it all out. Right, what else are we looking at? Father Sunglasses wants to look at US dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, we can take a look at that. Poo Poppy, the interview you had the other day, it made me realize how lazy I have been. I'm making one trade a day, no matter what. So I'm assuming the psychologist that we got on, the mindset coach that we got on. Now, what you just said there, Poo Poppy, is not how we should think, right? So Poo Poppy says basically that, you know, they feel like they're being lazy, so therefore they're going to make one trade a day, right? Now, trading doesn't work like that, right? You know, I could say to the market, Mr. Market, I want 3 setups a day. That would be lovely. If you could arrange that for me, forget about the other, you know, billion traders out there. If you could please just give me 3 setups a day, I'll be very grateful. You know, it just doesn't work like that. So I have no idea how many trades I will have each day, right? So I might have no trades, anywhere up to 3 trades on average. And just again, over time, I know that roughly on average, I'm getting about 1 trade a day. Okay. But I don't control that. Yeah. You know, whether the market gives me a setup or not is up to the market. It's not up to me. If I get a setup, I trade it. Yeah. Successful or unsuccessful, I can't control that. Right. I just trade the setup when it appears. Okay. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, it happens. Right. So yeah, you can't think of it like that. You know, and how many of you have said, right, I'm going to make 1% a day, and then by the end of the month, we've got 20 trading days, so that's 20% a month. That's what I'm going to make, and therefore I'm going to make, you know, 240% a year. This trading, done. We'll have the Lambo by Christmas. Again, doesn't work like that. Yeah, you have no control of how much you can earn per day, right? Some months you're going to have crazy months where you're killing it, right? And the market's just giving you trades that are going in your favor. The next month could be the complete opposite. You're finding it hard to find trades, and the trades that you do find don't go in your favor, right? So all you can do is keep focusing on your performance, right? Keep entering as per your strategy, follow your risk management, and keep a tight grip of your emotions and psychology. Control those things, you will have some success and consistency. Right, what else are we looking at? So US dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, US dollar, Japanese yen. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so this was a trade I actually took earlier as well. It wasn't one of my trade ideas in this morning's vid, but it did appear earlier. Now, US dollar, Japanese yen, I like buys on this pair. Right, let's get rid of these now. Okay, and this is potentially a target here, right? So this is in an uptrend. right? Uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, right? Even have a bit more room to move in up to here, really. Bullish candle, try and take price back to the highs. Simple as that. Now again, H1 earlier, we were nicely with H1 structure. Okay. So this is the difference between a H1 trade and a H4 trade. Now, H1 trade, right? If we go back in time, right? Now again, this is as per my strategy, right? We are in a H1 uptrend, yeah, and we also get a break of these highs. Okay, nice bullish candle. We're above the moving average 20. Okay, we've got some room to move into back up to these highs. All right, good H1 setup. Regardless if it works out or not, it is a good setup as per my strategy. Okay, so we enter here, we put our stop here, and we look to take price up here. Okay, that's the trade. Now, as soon as it breaks this level, the H1 trade idea has finished. Okay, and if I come back into real time, you can see it broke. Yeah, as soon as it breaks this level, yeah, my sell hedges in here or stop loss, whatever you use, right? However, if you look at the H4, do we have a H4 setup, right? And the answer for me, you know, is this is where we're at. Okay. Now we are in an uptrend. You know, we're getting just about higher lows there, and we're definitely getting higher highs. So we are in an uptrend. The only thing I don't like is we are below the moving average 20 now. Price is below the moving average 20. However, let's say we get a nice bullish H4 candle that looks like this and breaks above the moving average 20, then this could well become a H4 trade, right? The H1 trade is over, yeah, structure broke, but now it could become a H4 trade. You can clearly see there's support down here. And if we get this nice bullish candle that bounces off these lows, then, you know, potentially we have a trade again. But I need to see a H4 reaction because it has become a H4 trade. Now, if you go back to the H1, we've had a reaction at that level. Yeah, we've had a bullish candle at that level, right, at these lows. But it's not enough for me. I need a H4 reaction. What also might happen is this, right? Yeah, moving average 20 starts coming down. Yeah, we get this H1 play out. Could take many hours to create this. Maybe we get a bit of sideways action, and then bang, we get a break. Moving average 20 comes round. Then we would have a H1 trade and a H4 trade, probably. All right, so yeah, just have patience and let the trade form, right? If the first one doesn't work out, like this first trade didn't work out, yeah, entered here, stop here, we got hedged or stopped out, then just give the trade time. Maybe it's building up for its next run up, yeah, so we can start buying from there instead. All right, so you know, you have to think, guys, right, that so to give you an idea, my win percentage, you know, on last year's figures was 60%. So I am wrong 40% of the time, right? Now, that's quite a, you know, 60% win rate is very good. But if you think about it, 40% of the time, you're still wrong. Now, hedging, again, gives you an opportunity. So, right, you're okay, wrong. This is one of the 40% I'm wrong, okay? But then price comes back up, right? We get another opportunity. We can close this hedge, pretty much break even. Yeah, we put a new hedge down here and we carry on. Okay, now this one might be one of the 60%, and we're right. And what you've done is give your first trade, which was wrong to start with, another chance to be correct. And we'll see how it works. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's going back to hedging again as well. Right, what else are we looking at? Syed, how do you calculate first 80% profit with 1 or 2% risk in any trade? So very simply, Syed, don't overcomplicate it, right? I'm looking for roughly 1:1. Okay, so again, let's imagine this trade worked out. Right, let's say we're here. Okay, I'm in this trade. I enter here, put my stop here, and look to take profit here. Now, if I was to close the entire trade, right, at 100%, I'm making roughly 1:1. Okay, but I only close 80%, and then I let 20% run. So there's no calculation necessary. I just take 80% at my first TP1, and this is my first TP1. Close 80% of the trade, which is a simple calculation. You know, if you had a $1,000 trade open, you close $800 of it, right? Yeah, simple as that. And it's always 1% risk. Yeah, I'm always with this risk here will be 1%. So the profit will be 1%, right? And then the idea behind it is, let's say you get an absolute runner, right? Let's say price does this, and then it just carries on up, right? And I'm just going to keep trailing that stop and give it a chance to create more profit. If it doesn't, comes back down, takes out my stop loss, no problem. You still had a profitable trade. Okay, so yeah, I think that answers your question as well, Father Sunglasses. Okay, Poo Poppy, I'm 2 for 2 at the moment. I'm confident. I know I can make a trade a day. Okay, I'm not knocking that positive mental attitude. You do it, Poo Poppy. Just took profit on US dollar CAD. Okay, very nice. And guys, on that note, we have run out of time. If I could ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if you haven't already. Yeah, we'd love to have you. Also, guys, don't forget all the promotions and things we're running at the moment. Yeah, we've got the free Discord channel. We've got free access to the VIP Trading Academy. We've also got free access to the Beginner Masterclass. All right, so if you're interested in any of these things, check it out on our video descriptions. All right, guys, have a great trading day. Good to be back and healthy, and I'll see you later.